Next I will discuss about elements of the set. So just give the heading here, elements of a set. This notation means belongs to. If I will take a set A, B, C, D, then we can write A belongs to A. That means A is an element of the set A. So in place of this one I will write A belongs to A. We also can write B belongs to A, C belongs to A and D belongs to A. So it means B is an element of A. If I will take another set X equals to 10, 11, 12, 17, then also we can write 10 belongs to X, 11 belongs to X, just like that. Now here I will tell one thing. Please try to memorize this one. Elements means whatever the element will be there, I will just write that. Suppose if I will take one set here, first write down this one. If I will take one set, S equals to A itself the set here. Second bracket means a set. So this one is a set which is also an element of another set. Means one set I am writing S here. So within this set one element is itself a set. So A, B, suppose C, B. Now here if I will write A belongs to S, this one is wrong. Why? Because A is not an element of this set, but this one belongs to S. Try to understand. Whenever I have written that only A, B, C, D, means if I will take the set A, B, C, D, then I can write A belongs to A. Because A is the element, but A is not there because it is one just alphabet. Sorry, it is not a set, but this one is a set. So I have to write the set as an element here. Okay, and here also we can write B belongs to S, C belongs to S. We can't write. We have to write. See, the set belongs to S and D belongs to S. Now, if I will write this one, so it will be does not belong to. Means A is not an element of set. This one will be A does not belong to S. This one the notation is belongs to and this one is does not belong to. Just like equals to, not equals to. So here A does not belong to S, but the set, the element is A here, that one belongs to S. Sorry. So whatever the element it will be, you have to write the whole here. You can't take just the element from the element set. No. Element means if I will write P equals to, suppose like this one, AB, then we have to write the element whole. Whatever the notation, whatever the symbol is there, we have to write the whole. This one belongs to P, but A does not belong to P because A is not there. Okay, so this notation is there. That's why it belongs to P. So element means whatever the notation, whatever the symbol will be there inside the set, I have to write the whole. I think this one you have understood. Next I will say finite set. Now it's very easy. Finite means number of elements will be finite. If I will take 11, 13, 15, 17, finite numbers are there, so it is finite set. Infinite set, suppose we can write x such that x is an odd number. We can't write all the odd numbers, so it is set builder form because we have not written all the elements here. So this one is infinite set because we can't write all the elements, so many numbers are there. But this form we also can write x such that x equals to 2n plus 1, n is an integer. This one you can write. Okay, so both are set builder form here, but just one different representation. So infinite set means the number of the elements will be not finite. We can't write all the elements here, uncountable. If you will take the second one, b equals to x such that x is a composite number. This one also, composite number means so many numbers are there, so it is also infinite set. Now next I will say some universal set, means some notation is there. If I will say that integer set, natural number set, whole number set, so how will you represent that one? Now next here I will say the notation. It is standard notation. So whenever z is there, z means set of integers. Now integers means already you know that it will start from minus infinity. So then minus 1, 0, 1, 2 up to plus infinity. All are integers. Means if I will take a number line, minus infinity, 0, minus 1, 0, 1, then 2, this will be infinity. So these are integers. Z plus means set of positive integers. Now 0 is neither positive nor negative, so it will be 1, 2, 3, just like that. Next Z minus set of negative integers. So minus 2, minus 1. Now next n, set of natural numbers, and natural number starts from 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, this one. Q, rational numbers, the numbers which can be written as P by Q format, where Q not equals to 0 are called rational numbers. Okay, so P by Q, P and Q, it is means one term is there, co-prime. Okay, so actually here P and Q, both of them should be co-prime here, and Q not equals to 0, then it is called rational numbers. Q plus, positive rational numbers, Q minus, negative, are real numbers. So till now whatever numbers we have used, all of them are real numbers. Okay, so one more number is there, complex number, that I will tell later. One chapter is there in class 11 also. But till now whatever numbers, means natural number, whole number, decimal numbers, rational numbers, irrational numbers, transcendental number, all the numbers are real numbers. Okay, R plus means positive real numbers, R minus means negative real numbers. you will write all the notations properly. Next I will discuss about some types of sets. So number 1, it is singleton set. The set which consists one element only is called singleton set. So the name is already there, single. That's why one element is there. So just one element. See, X, A, B, all the 3 sets has just one element. Now it is in set builder form. So 2 less than X less than 4 and X belongs to Z. Now Z means the set of the integers. So only integer which lies between 2 and 4, that is 3, you know. So actually it is X equals to 3. If I will write C in tabular form, then it will be 3. So it is also singleton set. This one, 3a minus 1 equals to 7. If you will solve, it will be a equals to 8 by 3. So this one is in set builder form. If I will write it in tabular form, it will be 8 by 3. Just one element is there in both the cases. I will repeat once more this one. Z is the set of integers and we know that except 3 there is no integer between 2 and 4 because 2, 3, 4. So it is singleton set. And if it is linear equation, so always if I will solve any linear equation, I will get just one element. Next one, null set. Null means empty, nothing. So if there is no element in the set satisfying the given rule, then the set is called null set. Examples: X is a perfect square number and 4 less than X less than 9. Now you know that 4 is a perfect square number because 2 square equals to 4 and 3 square equals to 9. In between there is no perfect square number. That's why it is null set. So we can't write this one in tabular form because no element is there. So if I will write this one, then A equals to, just give it like this, means no element is there. Okay, and the notation of null set is 5. This one also, that one we can write, and please don't mix up with that. If I will write this one, it is not a null set. It is a set whose element is null set. I am repeating once more. If I will write this one, suppose X equals to, so X is not a null set here. X is a singleton set whose element, just one element is there, whose element is null set. Don't mix up with that. Okay, X is not a null set because X is a singleton set. It has one element phi here. Phi, this one is null set and this one also is a notation of empty set. Y belongs to Z and 17 less than Y less than 18. We know that there is no integer between from 17 to 18. So that's why B is also a null set.